Starting off with an origami item. We all love Origami. It is that brand that not only gets you organized, but helps to make things so much easier no matter what you're doing in your garage, in your kitchen, in your laundry room. When it comes to storage and organization, it is like the king of brands. But now, they have thought about moving around some of your heaviest items. They already do this with some of their amazing storage shelves. But if you were looking for a dolly, they were like, hey, we're gonna create a dolly for you that you can easily pack away if you're not using it, but also it's easy to bring out if you need it. And this is brand new to their line. You have never seen this before until now, so we're so excited to be able to tell you about the rolling shelf dolly. The order number's on your screen, 851009, and the HSN deal price is $99.95. Awesome. And of course, the man who's gonna tell us about all of it is Lou Caputo. Lou,
Hello,
I always say you're the origami master.
Why, thank you.
And you are gonna tell me all about this because I love that it has wheels. I love that it's gonna help make all the hard things to move around easier. All of that. So
all of that.
How does it work? Does it fold in half? Like, what am I looking at here?
All right, so this is what it looks like when you have it just sitting flat on the ground. We've got some stuff on here. I'm gonna take off the plants that are on here right now.
I love that it has plants on it.
This
is like speaking to me.
This is the plant mover right here. Let me tell you something about this. So basically what we did is we took an origami shelf and somebody looked at it one day and said, you know, people are already using these as dollies, kind of pushing things around in their homes. What if we just took one shelf and put some really, really good wheels on it? How would that go? So this is what it looks like. Now, I want you to notice a couple things. It does have the wire shelves, just like all origami, for water flow and airflow. It is powder-coated steel all the way around, like all origami. It only weighs 26 pounds, but it will hold up to 300 pounds rolling around. It is a workhorse. Look at that 300 pounds rolling around. Now, notice there's a handle right here, a little T handle. There's actually a place to put that right there to hold it, so it rests on the side of this when you're storing it, okay? If I take that out of there, I'm gonna show you real quick how you fold it. You just grab it here and pull like that.
There you go, easy
because
peasy.
of the wheels, it's not gonna go flat, but if you put the wheels in opposing directions, it'll actually get a little bit flatter than that. But still, for the amount of space, I would just store it just like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's not taking up a ton of room. When you want to use
it, when you need it,
you open it up, you pop it open. Now, the handle actually has a hook on the end of it right here. This way, by the way, from here to here is about 30 inches long. You add that in there, you're looking at about 32, okay? Now, if you notice, there's a little ring right on the front of this. You just slide this in here and you're in. And then, what do you want to do with it? Which direction do you want to go? How fast do you want to go? Let me tell you something. The wheels on this are like 2.5, 3 inches across. Okay, so these are nice big wheels. Yeah. Much bigger than the ones that we put on the origami shelves. And I'm talking about the big heavy one that goes up to 1,000 pounds. Yeah. But the reason for that is that this thing glides. And by the way, 2 of the wheels are locking wheels on here as well. So when you get stuff to where you want to go with it, you don't have to worry about it. Perfect. Yeah. It really is. The design on this is just phenomenal. Now watch this though. So this is the kind of thing where people break their backs all the time. They're moving plants around outside, inside, wherever they are. Because this does have the big wheels and it is powder coated steel, you can use it indoors, outdoors. But watch how easy it is. And I want you to see something. Look how this thing glides. And folks, it's not just gliding behind me here. Emily, watch this. I could take this.
It's dancing.
And just have it go in a complete circle, just like that. Have you tried pulling anything on this yet?
No.
Oh, I don't want you to do this one. This one's too light for you.
Okay,
no.
what are we talking about here in terms of weight?
All right, so look at this one. We've got a couple of bins on the next one over here.
And a cinder block.
And a cinder block.
Thanks.
I figured you'd like the cinder. Oh, but try it. Here, watch.
Okay.
Don't be scared. Here.
Okay. So we talked about this being up to 300 pounds. So just imagine a 300-pound gentleman or person. Oh, this is, what? Oh my God, it's so easy. And look at me, I'm just walking around my heels.
Isn't it amazing? Look. So, and guys, I'm going to tell you, the grin on my face right now is because the first time I put stuff on here and I started pulling on it, I had to turn around and make sure it was still behind me. Yeah. Because I didn't feel it. The wheels are so good on this.
This is amazing.
I cannot emphasize that enough. I mean, think about this. Now, these, you know, there's not a lot in these bins, but this right here is 35 pounds that's on there. You didn't probably feel like you were pulling anything.
Can I tell you, I have a tree. It's a tree that I just have in my backyard, right? I hate where it is. And I wish I had put it on something like this when I put it in my backyard, because then I can just drag it to where I want it. But now it's stuck in that place. I'm gonna get this, put that tree on it, because I know it's at least under 300 pounds, but then I have the versatility. Maybe there's a spot in the yard that's better for it in terms of sun. You know you're always put in that position, right? There's something that's so heavy that you can't get it where you want it to be. This is that solution.
No, it is
and
that
you can leave it
solution.
outside.
Well, and I just wanted to show everybody this too. The handle breaks down as well. So you can actually break this handle down into two 15-inch sections just like that. And then without tools, it just screws right back together again. Real simple. Once you get it threaded, real simple to put that on there. So this thing is just like ultimate convenience. It's so easy to use. And you know what occurred to me is, back when I had a storage unit, we used to have to wait for them to bring the carts out all the time. And sometimes I would take a whole origami rack, all 4 tiers of it, down to my truck, right? And just so that I could get down there and, wheel something down instead of carrying it. If I had this, I only needed the one shelf. If I had this, I could grab this and I could start moving this thing around. I mean, it's so lightweight. Watch this. I'm going to flip it out here, and look at the way it spins.
I'm going to speak to my friends real quickly because we have a certain amount of this. We don't know when we're going to get it again. So I just wanted to make sure we say 851009 is the order number for this. And that the fact that it's $99.95, think about it from the perspective of when you need a dolly, what always happens?
You got a dolly.
You have a dolly. And this is so easy to pack away when you're not using it.
Absolutely.
And it's lightweight to pick up and move where you need it when you need it.
And I want you to look at something too. If I take this off of here, if I take these plants off again, and I fold this up one more time here. I'm going to put that down there for now. All right, and I fold this up. By the way, again, powder-coated steel, made of the same stuff that the full-size shelves are. If you look at that, could you fit that in the trunk of your car? Could you put this in the back of your SUV?
Oh, yeah.
Could you carry, absolutely, you could carry this with you everywhere you go. And then when you get to where you're going, you just open it up like that. And here's the cool thing. Usually you see the origami latch on stuff like this.
Yeah.
But because, I'm gonna put this down here just so you can see, gravity's gonna do the work. Because once you put some weight on there, that's not gonna go anywhere. But I like it because if I did have plants or something on there and I wanted to water them on this, I could absolutely do that because the water's gonna drain through, air's gonna flow through. But if you like me and you got like, yesterday I just went to the store, bought a big bag of dog food. Big bag of dog food. Hate carrying it around, okay?
Oh my gosh.
The cart is just the easier way to go. Work smarter, not harder.
Yes.
Get the tools that you need to make the jobs easier. I'm telling you right now, when people start getting these home, if you're an origami aficionado, one of the people out there that has a lot of origami, get this.
Yeah.
Because if you've been using the shelves, the 3-tier smaller shelves, the 4-tier big heavy-duty shelf, if you've been using those to move stuff around, try this.
I'm going to do you one better than your dog
go,
food
go.
because the other day I went and I bought all the soil bags, right, for my garden because I'm always in the market for soil, but I am so bad at moving it from place to place. If I had this, which I am getting this, I'm going to put it right there by my car, dump the soil bags on it, grab my little hook, and take it for a ride. Because that's how easy this is. Up to 300 pounds you can move at one time.
Look at this.
How amazing is this?
And it just spins.
Wheel
I mean,
it
it's
right
amazing.
where I need to get all the stuff. And if you're like moving some landscaping, maybe you're doing some landscaping work in the back and you've got all that hardscape, I should say, like cinder blocks or bricks.
Yeah.
You just pile it up on there.
Oh.
Sometimes you can't get it into like, what do you call those little garden carts?
Yeah.
And then it's just like something too long or something too wide. And you just go, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with this thing?
This is great for that.
That's great for that.
I mean, if you've got mulch, rock salt, I mean, anything big, river rock, for your front yard, I mean, anything like that. This is absolutely perfect for that. The other thing I like about this design was they could have put 2 fixed wheels on the back and 2 steering wheels on the front. But if you notice, all the wheels on this will rotate all the way around, okay? So what does that allow you to do? It allows you to do this, where I can literally spin this around right where it's sitting. So if I have to access something on this side, I can do it. And I'm just using my foot to do this. I mean, it's that simple to do. And just spin this around wherever I need it to. And the other thing is, I've been through, if you've ever been through a storage facility with a cart, you know that those corners, for whatever reason, they don't make them big enough to turn.
No,
they don't make them big enough. So this doesn't need that, because I can get this up to a corner, and you've seen me doing it out here, but this is how I can do it, is that the wheels all turn. So if I whip this around to the side like this, all those wheels are steering wheels, okay? They're all engaged in turning this thing. So it just makes it better. Not to mention the fact that the size of these wheels are massive. These are huge wheels compared to what we normally put on these products.
They're
and it's so easy to use this. You know what I love too?
Yeah.
The handle comes off. Now, why is that a big deal? I can't tell you how many wagons, carts, and different things that I've tried where it had a handle that was attached to it. It was always on there,
and
right?
Just drop it on the ground.
It would just fall on the ground, or it would hit me when I was walking with it. Like if I'd leave it there to be like, okay, I'm going to walk away. Wham! Next thing I know, it's hitting me in the side. With this, I just take it out, and if I want, I can store it on the side here if I'm still working with it. If not, you can fold it up, unscrew that handle, and then put it away.
That's what I love about Origami. They've thought of all the things, like from the handle to, of course, the lightweight nature of it, the ease of it being able to move around. Think about the other dolly you have in your life. I have 2 of them. I can't wait to get rid of them because they're big, they're bulky, they're made of wood, they're heavy in and of themselves, and they take up space. They're a pain in my butt, but even though I need them in the pinch, when I need them to do what they need to do, this is the solution that's not only going to do the work, it's also going to save you the space. And this is brand new from
Today,
Origami, because
launch.
this is our first time ever seeing it. So if you're loving it, don't wait. This is what we always say about Origami.
Yeah.
Because it's that brand that people know, they trust it, they have all the shelves. They have, I know people who have Origami, they just buy the next best Origami thing because they know it's kind of like the thing that you didn't know you needed, but then you get it home and you're like, my gosh, I use this for everything.
Yep.
So get it. $99.95 is the lowest price I've seen for an Origami item in a long time.
Really long
because
time.
Sometimes, especially those big shelves that you said, it's kind of like what we use this for.
Basically.
We use it as a dolly.
Yep.
And then it's like, you can't use it for everything because it's a big shelf.
Right.
This has really kind of narrowed it down to exactly what you need.
Well, and actually, here's something interesting you did with this. Instead of just taking a shelf off an Origami rack, these are actually reinforced all the way around. So they're actually stronger around the sides of this. And also, they change the measurements. Like a typical Origami shelf is 18 inches by 36. These are about 31.5 by 21.5. Why? Because they wanted to make them a little more square.
Right.
So it'd make it easier to carry heavy stuff. I'll tell you, one of the things that I've used it for recently was, because we've had a couple of cold snaps lately, and I had some firewood that I wanted to burn. So I was like, all right, here's the thing. I love making bonfires. I hate carrying firewood. You know, one kind of goes with the other, but I don't like doing it. This just makes it so, because anything I had before, I couldn't put 300 pounds on.
Right.
I couldn't put 300. I can put 300 pounds on this, okay? Which means that I can take a huge stack of firewood, move it around easily, and you know what? I'm tired of having wagons and carts and all kinds of things where I'm doing this, where I'm just sitting, you know, I might as well be breaking my back trying to pull something, okay? But with this, I can stand upright and you just lead it because the wheels are so good on this that
they
it
move
just...
like butter.
Yeah, it moves like butter. It really, it feels like it's on ice, is really what it feels like.
Think about your friends
Kinda
and family that can't put forth that much effort. I'm one of those people. I really would like it to be as easy as possible no matter what. So if you need a heavy-duty mover in your life that's not gonna get stuck with the wheels not moving because you know you have so much weight on it that it gets stuck in that one position, get this Origami dolly. It is going to do what you want it to do, and it's going to move everything with ease. It is fantastic. I love this,
really great.
Lou. Oh my gosh, always the brand new stuff gets me super excited.
Yeah,
because
me
they
too.
thought of it. I'm
Me
like,
too.
thank goodness. Because
New
it's
ideas.
new solutions. Love it so much. All right, Lou, thank you so much.
You're very welcome, my pleasure.
I will see you soon, I'm sure.
Yes, you will.
All right, so another exclusive to HSN.